So, I'm having trouble with the booting my system with my new SSD chip hard drive. It'd be cool if someone could help me or give me some advice. But we'll see. Might have to wait for my brother to come home. Shit. I mean, he'd know exactly what to do. He's done this a million times. This sort of thing. Hi, how's it going, Eric? It's either you or Ganchi being the first ones here. How are you doing? I'm wearing my wild and crazy shirt. It's the one that has Shando on it. Shando wearing a hat. Shando's big smile. And my face. Having some rice with some salmon skin croutons, an egg, really good egg, and sumac, salt and pepper. Oh yes, and some Sichuan sauce. So good. So that's what I'm having for dinner right now. How's it going? Love this shirt. Where is he? Shando? He's eating his dinner. I just shared a short a moment ago. Where I'm cooking Shando's food, and I had a big brick of 85% lean ground beef that had been in there for a long time. It's expired, so I looked up, like, can I still eat the, like, frozen beef that's been in my freezer past the freeze-by date? And apparently you can. It'll have a little freezer burn, but I can have that. So I put that into a big pot for Shando. Mix it in with some rice, and I need to do some grocery shopping. But there's also carrot and celery, so he's also getting his micros. I cracked 3 eggs in there, pulverized the eggshells in a mortar and pestle, and then stirred that into it for the calcium and the vitamins. Doesn't this look good though? Hi there. Hi there. I told you guys I'd be here at 5:30. Otherwise, usually I actually prefer to eat in private, you know? It's just kind of weird. I mean, I know there's a lot of content like this when people watch other people eat, but I don't know. The more I do it, the weirder it feels. It's just like, why? But anyway, I really like the sumac seasoning with the fish. It's so good with salmon. Oh, it has Shando. It has my dog on it. You mostly see, I don't know why I have my face right here. I wish Shando's face was right there so people could just see Shando. Oh, there we go. There's Shando. And there's another picture of Shando. I sent them 3 photos. 1 photo of me, 2 photos of Shando. One where he's looking like he's done with my shit. And this one where he's just, and this one where he's just a good, happy boy. He's a happy boy. Hi, Lewis. Where'd I get it? I got it on Etsy. Just type in custom Hawaiian shirts, and it'll just pop up. You'll find a whole bunch of options, and I got this for 60% off or so. So it was much cheaper than it would have been. Would have been like $55 instead of 22 or something like that. Shando, you just had a really nice meal. I'm really sorry to hear that, Yuppie. Nice. I'm glad. That's awesome. Hey, Yuppie, I'm really sorry. That's, I guess that's something that all of us dog owners and dog lovers have to go through, and I don't look forward to it. It's inevitable, man. But I I hope you'll feel better. I don't know what I'm gonna do when Shando goes. Like that's something I really try not to think about as much as fucking possible. You know, one time, not even that long ago, I was had gone to my friend's. This is when I went to my friend's place and spent the night. Not even like recently. And as we went our separate ways, I'm walking through just the city with Shando on my way going to the train station, whatever. And I passed by this woman who's like, "Can I pet your dog?" And I'm like, "Sure, you can pet my dog." I let her pet my dog. First thing that comes out of her mouth is, um, "My dog died 2 years ago. I miss him." And I'm like, I just had this like brain fart moment. I was feeling so sympathetic for her, but at the same time, it was like it put me in an awkward position. It kind of put me on the spot. Like, what should I say? Like, how do I? What words do I come? You know, I have no idea. Like, I feel bad. That's all I can say. I feel bad, but I'm like, oh, I forget. What did I say? I was like, fuck me after I said it. I said, oh, I'm really sorry. I Man, I don't, that's something I certainly don't look forward to myself. And she looked at me like, how dare you? And she just like walked off. I'm thinking, okay, what did I say wrong, man? I'm trying to I'm trying to say whatever I can to make, I don't know, whatever popped into my head, I guess. But I mean, I did say sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, and that's Shando's really dear to me. I don't look forward to that. And it was just like, whoa. She got angry over something. But yeah, it comes up and pets my dog and tells me, oh yeah, basically reminds me that, oh, my dog died, your dog's gonna go too, so wipe that smile off your face, bitch. It just seemed kind of, I don't know, there's something behind that. There was something behind that. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it is tough. It's really tough. It's not something I look forward to. By the way, one sec. I know. This is one reason why I don't like eating on live stream too, because I don't like eating with my mouth, talking with my mouth full. And I gotta be like, wait. Okay. So I tried to install a hard drive, 990 Pro SSD. I installed it. I installed it correctly. First time doing that. And everything seemed to be okay. All tests passed successfully. However, when I try to connect it to the Wi-Fi, it says that it tries to load, and after it's loaded, it tells me that it can't find the IP address. And it's just like, I really don't know, man. I really don't know what to do. I'm shitty with computers. Run test again. Why don't we do that? Run the test again. I just don't know what to do, dude. I'm having a hard time here. I'm having a hard time. If it's not one thing, it's another when it comes to computers and me. I shouldn't say that. I should just try to learn to do it the right way. But there's always an issue, and I just don't understand the vocabulary. I'm trying to find information online, and I'm not finding it. I'm not finding what I need to know to fix this thing. Oopsie. That's it. Always an issue, lol. Yeah, I'm just not good with computers. If I were more like my brother, I'd probably be able to fix it by now. Yeah, and he happens to be on a vacation. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in like a week. No one told me. But yeah, I guess he'll be back on like the 30th, so I can, if I don't figure it out by then, I can certainly ask him. Unless my little brother knows, which I have no idea. I have no idea what they know some things about computers, but not much more than I would know about it. I'm a pirate. That's right. That's right. Anyone hear about that big earthquake in Venezuela? It's wow. I just heard about that, so I'm not sure. Did it happen today or yesterday, or YouTube Live is better for introvert or extrovert? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty introverted, but I get used to this. At first, it was a lot harder. If you go back to some of my really old YouTube videos before I was even allowed to live stream, back when I had 400 subscribers, I mean, it went up from 422 to 6,750, I believe, since I started live streaming last January, mid-January. So yeah, I mean, it's really helped my channel. But if you go back to some of my older videos, you'll see just how fucking awkward and shy I am. Just awkward around the camera. I'm getting better at that. Some days are different too, Some days I'm just not feeling it. Some days I am, some days I'm not, just like anyone. It's fucking, just being human, People, when they see someone, one of their favorite creators or whoever online, they expect for them to, be consistent and just how they act and behave and feel, and it's just unrealistic. It's just not realistic. And I think that a lot of people these days are looking for sincerity and realness when they, when they follow someone online. It's interesting. A lot of people are craving like a parasocial relationship with people. I'm just glad if my content helps people in recovery to, inspires people to get clean. I get a lot of really, really positive comments on that. So I'm really glad if that's effective. Helium. I haven't inhaled helium in ages. That was a long time ago. It's dangerous too. It can be dangerous, inhaling helium. Heard of this young man who something bad happened to him. Can't remember if it was like a stroke or if he went brain dead or just flat out lost consciousness forever. But I'd have to look that up again. Too bad I can't do that on my computer right now. One moment. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Let me see this. Maybe advanced test, run advanced test. Okay, now I'm running an advanced test on here. We seem to be having no issue with that, really. It's having a hard time connecting to the IP address. Huh. What's the topic? It could be anything. That's why I changed my name to Tangent T. So I talk about my dog. I talk about my dog's health. I talk about my health. I talk about cooking. I talk about, for the most part, this is a recovery channel. We talk about changing our bad habits, getting clean, our recovery journey, what we do day to day to combat cravings. I talk about art. I'm also a painter. I accept commissions. I play video games. I haven't done that in a while because now I'm trying to install a hard drive so that I can use OBS Studio and do it the right way instead of you guys just seeing me like from that angle like that, you know. Bitch. Audio functional test. What? Okay. Yeah, looks like it's working. Sounds like it's working, I mean. But yeah, that's a lot of things. We talk about a lot of things here. I'll show you my boy, my dog. Oh, he just had a good meal. Yeah, I had some beef for him. He had some beef and some carrot, some celery, rice, some rice, jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice, dude. It's aromatic. I like the texture. It's almost like a jasmine rice. It's almost like a cross between basmati and sushi rice. You know, it's not quite as fragmented or just, you know, how do I describe it? I mean, basmati gets less like stuck together, and jasmine rice is kind of like an in between. I prefer jasmine rice actually. I like jasmine rice. I freaking love Christmas. What are you talking about? What kind of a question is that? You don't know me, bitch. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. I mean, Christmases certainly aren't as nice and as they were when I was younger. You know, but that's very common. A lot of us, when family members pass away, people, you know, just sort of separate, and it's not as joyful as it used to be. Sometimes we even, like, fucking hey, people forget to celebrate Christmas around here. I think it's been like, oh yeah, because we have cats now, we don't buy a Christmas tree, unfortunately. Cats won't allow it. Cats make it hard to paint and have Christmas. You see, guys, I'm just not a cat person. I'm just not. I like cats for who they are, you know, just as beautiful creatures. But I can't get shit done. I mean, I can, but I gotta really, really work around them. And I can't just leave my paints, you know, to dry on my canvas. I gotta put everything away and find a place for it to dry. I can't use the restroom freely because the cats might fucking jump on my palette and wreck the whole house. It's annoying as fuck. There you go. There's my tangent of the day. I love cats, but I wouldn't want to own them. I'm a dog person, through and through. Love dogs. Fucking A. I'll sacrifice shit for dogs, man. Chando is my boy. Yeah. We only have hypoallergenic cats around here, too, because my dad's allergic to cats. I wanted a cat so bad when I was little, but I was told we couldn't because he's allergic. So I never had a cat growing up either. So I don't have like a childhood attachment to them as well. However, we did grow up with dogs. I'll always remember the black Labrador we had before I was even 6 years old. I remember going on vacation to Folsom, Oregon with the dog in tow. That's when he was starting to exhibit health problems. I was told, I even remember on the trip being told that he was allergic to himself. And we were like drinking Tang on that trip. It was a lot of fun, but before that, we'd make jokes about him bungee jumping, and I would cuddle with him in the sun. I remember those memories so clearly, and I wasn't even 6 yet. We got Mason in 1996. Or no, 1997, but he was born when I was you know, when I was like 5, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know why that card says he was born in 1996, so maybe I was 5. I was either 5 or 6 when we got him. It's crazy. I wanted a ferret when I was a kid, but my parents always said no. I finally got my first for my 30th. Oh, and I recently got a second one too. Nice. Ferrets are cool, but I heard you don't really want a pet ferret if you have a newborn baby. I've heard stories about ferrets and newborns sneaking into... I'm not sure if it was a ferret exactly, but allegedly someone's newborn baby got their face basically chewed off by a ferret or something, some animal like that. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was, but it was a long time ago. You also gotta be careful if you live in Australia. Those dingoes will steal your baby. Born 1989, male. Okay. Oh, I'm born 1991, female. I was almost born in 1990. 1995. I wish things were the way they were in 1995. That was a good year. That's when The Lion King came out, right? That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Definitely my favorite Disney movie by far. Yep. Man, that's good. I love how that sumac dyes my rice this beautiful purple color. I don't know if you see it. Let me see. See that purple right there? I know. There it goes. Purple. Alright. Yo, what's up? This is Ali G. No, it isn't. What the fuck? That guy is so hilarious. He's been around for so long. I remember watching his videos like back in 2010, I think. 2010? Back when I was in college. Community college, too. Long time ago. Not that long ago. It's 2010. Actually, I started going to community college in 2009. Ow. Well, dude, it's been like 17 years or so. No. Yes, it has been. Okay. Wow, I'm getting old. Am I the final boss? Perhaps. Ooh. I'm gonna crack my back. Listen, kids. Oh. I think we should read a Bible verse. Honestly. Yeah, last time YouTube curated a highlight out of my live stream, they highlighted the part again which I predicted in the video, that they were gonna highlight the part where I say, oh yes, I've been clean for this much time, and I was an addict for this number of years. Yes, they made that into a highlight again, so I'm gonna try to avoid saying that on every single stream. You can probably find that, the story, just like the how long I was an addict and how long I've been clean, that sort of. You can find that in the description, I believe. So Yeah. Hey, Lewis, they're gonna highlight you saying that now. Oh, I know, right? I know. How dare it? How dare they? It's a little annoying. I don't know why they do that. Do they think it's gonna attract more views if I tell people how long I was an H addict? I really don't know, but I'm hoping they don't, because we need more variation here. I think the algorithm pushes people who haven't been clean as long. Huh. I wonder why. That's that. There's something weird about that. I mean, why would they, why? What's the point? Why wouldn't you promote people who've, try to promote people who've been clean for a long, long time? I don't know. Why don't you specifically call out to YouTube's AI verbally in stream and tell it to focus on this part for the interesting highlight? If they listen, if it's receptive, and I don't know, we'll try it out. We'll try it out. In Germany, there's a book about H. It's called Christian F. Oh, really? I'll check it out. The only books about heroin I ever read were by William S. Burroughs. Junkie and Naked Lunch were the books I've read. Wasn't Trainspotting based on a book? I'm not sure. But a cool little, factoid about Trainspotting. They actually waited 20 years. I mean, the Trainspotting 2 was already in the books in 1996 when the first movie came out. Trainspotting 2 was in the books, but they wanted to wait 20 years for all the cast members to age, so that it was, accurate to the story, which I think is pretty cool. It takes just, and the thing is, you never know if one of the cast or is gonna pass away by then, right? But they all survived. Spud survived. Bigby survived. Obi-Wan Kenobi survived. No, Rinton. Mark Rinton. Now he survived. And who was the other guy? Sick Boy survived. What's my thoughts on God? I believe in God. In fact, we're about to read the Bible. I'm Catholic. I believe in God the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended to the dead. On the third day he rose again. He ascended into heaven and sits at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. From thence he shall come to judge the living and the dead, and his kingdom will have no end. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. That's the creed. That's the Apostles' Creed. That's what I believe. Amen, amen. Let's open to a random page here. Hope I don't have fish stuck in my teeth. Oh, good grief. Oh, good God. I just had dinner, guys. Don't judge. Don't judge me if I have some pepper stuck in my tooth or sumac. I know I have some floss here somewhere. Question is, where'd I... Oh, here it is. Excellent. Pardon me. Huh. I don't want to do that right in front of you guys. That's gross. You're also not supposed to really brush your teeth until like 10 minutes after you've eaten. But yeah, there we go. Let me check that again. Okay. Could you do this to make me smile? Okay. Nah, 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 blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay. Never get fake teeth. Yeah, it seems like dentures are getting popular, aren't they? Aren't dentures getting, or not dentures, what are they called? What are they called? Just fake teeth. Fake teeth are becoming popular, aren't they? I don't know. I have a dental appointment on the 3rd of July, man. I'm scared. I'm scared of what they're going to say. Veneers, thank you. That's what they are. Gosh, man, I used to have perfect teeth. I had braces, got braces when I was like 10. And that addiction and everything that followed, including the prescriptions I have to take, or, the one prescription, I mean, the Suboxone, is just so damaging to my teeth. If any, I must have good oral genetics, though, because I really don't have much in terms of cavities. Doesn't seem like I have cavities. Maybe a tiny cavity in my molars, just a little tiny bit. Not a huge hole, but just a itty bitty bit. It's mostly erosion. It's disconcerting to say the least. Well, thank you, Shadow Feather. That makes me feel better. That does make me feel better when people tell me I really don't have bad teeth. I mean, they're not bad. They're just a little eroded. And if, you held a light under my teeth like this, you'd be able to see right through them. Used to, my teeth were just perfect at one point. I mean, before I got braces, I had bunny buck teeth. Real buck teeth. No, I had legitimate buck teeth, dude. It is what it is. Yeehaw. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Hi, Nagish. It is 6 p.m. over here. The evening. Oh, thank you, Naughty Potato. Funny because they look perfectly placed. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. They are perfectly placed. And that's because I got braces a long time ago. And I had to wear a headgear, which that was hell. I could not wear that during the daytime, so they had me put it on at nighttime. I'll wear it only at nighttime. And one time I wake up at like 5 a.m. just trying to breathe, man. It's like suddenly I'm conscious and aware that I'm wearing this freaking torture contraption. And then I hear stomping down the hallway. Oh, and I'm like trying to put it back on. I'm looking so guilty, but I got in so much trouble. Like people thought I wasn't wearing it even at night, even though I was. I certainly was being a good girl. No one would believe me. No matter how many times I said it was spread around the family. I got so much shit for something I didn't do, for something that was torturing me. It was miserable, miserable. And the worst part of it was that I was being such a good girl wearing it. I took it off for a second to breathe and just freaking out of nowhere, just started like, dude, talk about bad timing. Comes on the hallway and catches me like I'm in the act, That was really bad. That was one of the worst times of my life as a kid, really. And there were some pretty bad moments, but that was pretty bad because I was innocent, and I was being accused of, just basically not taking it, the fact that my parents or my dad and my grandma had spent so much money on my braces and my teeth, and it just made me feel really bad, even though I hadn't done anything wrong, It was really crazy, pretty crazy. And I remember even back then saying, like, even when I was in my mid-teens thinking, Man, you know what? I think 11 was the worst year of my whole childhood. It definitely was the worst year of my whole childhood, 11. Because of that headgear, man. That headgear was miserable. Even if I hadn't gotten into any trouble, it certainly wouldn't have been a good year. You know, it was, but I'm lucky that I was homeschooled. Not only am I literate and I can read, and, you know, I have, I'm well read, and we did natural history where we would, you know, go hiking and bring our journals, and we would sketch out whatever element or natural feature we chose, and then we'd go home and we'd research it. And that was fun too. You know, we did a lot of different subjects, and I was a good, diligent student. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just my social skills, I suck there. That's where I really, really suck. I'm not good. I got social anxiety, and that's one of the things that kind of led me to my addiction. Because after my grandma passed away and all that, I really fell in with the wrong crowd. You know, I was naive and lost right there, and directionless, uncertain. At 11, I escaped a serial killer. Seriously? Alice, wow. Now that's wow. You don't hear that very often. Well, I'm glad you survived, man. How do you know? How did you know he was a serial killer? Did they catch him? Did they catch him or her? Even though the likelihood that it would be a female is probably like 2%. When I think of female serial killer, I can only think of like Catherine Knight, that woman from Australia who cooked her husband and almost fed him to her kids, almost. That's fucking scary, and I'm glad I'm not her kids. Those poor things. And the Aileen Wuornos from Monster, the one that Charlize Theron played. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. I'm not. Huh? My voice sounds familiar. She's lying about the serial killer just too. How would we know that though, dude? How would we I choose to just believe people when they tell me something like that, because how would I know? You know, I mean, I'm more intrigued to hear their story, and then I can sort of gauge whether it's bullshit from there. You know, someone tells me something like that, I have questions. I'm not gonna assert that they're lying immediately. I have questions, and then I can gauge it from there. That's what people need to do, you know? People need to discern and draw connections, you know, connect the dots. 1 + 1 = 2. You know, things will either fall into place or they won't. You know? Oh yeah, I liked you too, Anne. Well, thank you, Hippocrates. I gave my sister. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, please like and subscribe, people. I appreciate it. You're okay. Christopher Walken. She's lying about this. Okay. Yeah. I sound like Christopher Walken. You know, if I'm going to impersonate him, I have to know exactly what to say, because it's not so much like the tone, but more the rise, the lilt, and the cadence of his speech. And it's because the reason why he has I've looked this up. I've researched this. The reason why Christopher Walken has such a unique accent, you never hear it anywhere, is because both his parents were, they lived somewhere else. I forget exactly where, some other country, and they all moved to New York. So it was like, it's like a conglomeration of 4 or 5 different languages meshed together, and that's his accent. It's crazy cool, actually. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that information. Let me make sure it's correct. 13473. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what? I'll pin that. Because I'm not able to use my computer right now. I might, be able to if I just... I'd like to fix this, man. I'd like to have this all installed. I got this hard drive here. I shouldn't have been so brutal with the box. Why did I do that? It was just impossible to open. I tried to be gentle, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Sorry, I got something in this fucking eye. But yeah, it's okay. So we're having an advanced test in progress right now, testing memory. Okay, so we got 93% of this completed. Oh my gosh. Keyboard test cannot be executed. Please select the only keyboard and run the test. This is an interactive fucking test. Is it storming outside? Actually, no, it's kind of sunny over here. I feel like I got something on my nose. Oh. What's the gadget? I got a hard drive, an SSD 990 Pro. M.2 SSD. Want me to be... That's it right there. Let me see if I can get a better lighting there on it. There. That's what I got. And I installed it into my motherboard correctly. First time ever doing that. So, I mean, it was easy. I was careful, though. Very careful. Careful not to lose a single screw. And, okay, so now... Video user provided no input for graphics test. Request support in our website. Oh, okay. And they're giving me a QR code. Request for support on your mobile device. Oh, okay. I guess I can try doing that later. I don't know. I actually tried doing this earlier and I ran into some issues. Like, it was weird. They weren't able to really help me. I don't know. Maybe I ran into something that wasn't so legit. Gotta be careful when you're trying to fix your computer like this. Careful about scams. Yeah, I mean, I'm Googling this shit, and I'm finding a lot of red flags with a lot of these so-called companies. There are certain things you need to look for to determine whether it's legit or not. Thank you very much, Naughty Potato. You're awesome, too. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. But rain starts and it rains cats here in the South Indian region. Oh yeah, like the monsoon floods. I learned about that in geology class and forgot when it usually occurs. Like, I'd guess like September maybe? Or August, actually. I think it was August, maybe. Yeah. Where am I? What part of the country? I'm from the USA, Pacific Northwest. Yep. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I don't share my email, Daryl Cornish, I mean. I do not share my email address with people in my stream. I only share my Discord, my Instagram, and my just payment apps like PayPal and Cash App. That's it. I don't even check I only check my email for business, and I have enough spam all over that place already. Like, it's hard for me to, focus. So I just don't check my email. I just don't check it very often, unless I'm told, hey, I'm going to be sending you an email by someone who's, like a job or whatever, Gotta be careful. I prefer texts when it comes to that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't like to check my email. I have a pet peeve around checking my email and talking on the phone. Especially talking on the phone. I don't like talking on the phone. I just don't. I haven't liked doing that for a long time. I just do not like talking on the phone. It's like, unless there's like I'd much rather text, for one thing. But if I didn't even have that option, or the person just insisted on calling, there better be a point A, point B, point C, we're done. I don't want to chit-chat, only for there to be a long, lingering, awkward silence coming from me, yours truly. I suck at phone conversations, and I suck when it comes to just, new social situations, that sort of thing. I suck. I suck. Here, monsoon season starts here. Yeah? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's more like early July, late June? Okay, I thought it was August for some reason. Oh, talking on the phone, interesting. Yeah, I'm just not good at it. And when I have to anticipate something like that, I feel so anxious, man. I'm just like, why am I feeling so anxious? And I'm secretly hoping that they call it off. It's like, hey, I'm busy. I'm gonna go do something else. Okay, yay. Maybe you need the right person to talk to on the phone. With the right person, there's no... Hey, that reminds me, though. With my best friend, we do FaceTime. With anyone else, I mean, with any, like, rando, I could not do FaceTime without getting super awkward, super bored. But my best friend Adrian, who I painted here, we'd pull all-nighters. We'd be FaceTiming until one of us fell asleep. Or we'd both fall asleep on the FaceTime, and I'd wake up to hear him snoring. It was really sweet. But yeah, there's a painting of my best friend, oil on panel. Oil on panel. It's one of my favorite paintings. There's my initials right there. But yeah, we used to FaceTime all night. All evening, all night, till I fell asleep, Never had a friend like that. Never have had a friend like that, man. We were definitely kindred spirits. Read each other's minds. We synchronized, man. It was crazy. It was like we were twins in a past life. Seriously, though. And he had a impeccable artistic sensibility, that's for sure. Is that me on my shirt? Yeah, it's me and my dog. You see, look, there's Shando. There's another one, Shando, smiling, my baby smiling. Oh, want to see what he looks like over here, baby? Sweetheart, there you are. There's. Hi. What you gotta say, buddy? Hi, dears. Hi, dear baby. Hi. I love you. Hi, dear. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Can I have a kiss? You're a good boy. What's up? Did you enjoy your supper? Did you enjoy your tuppers? He looks like he wants something, baby. Oh, I know. I know. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, honey. I love you. You're a sweetheart. Good boy. You visiting family? Yeah, we have a family visitor. Oh, okay. Pause. Don't step on my clean clothes, you goofball. Okay, kisses. Kisses are okay. I like the kisses. Okay, rest the paws. That skin's feeling so much better. Unbelievable. I knew it. I knew it was the Kirkland food not treating him well, causing the yeast and all that, yeast overproduction. I knew it. He's doing a lot better now. I'm feeding him a healthy Whole Foods diet, which I think is cheaper than the farmer's dog if you know how to, do it correctly. Just try to find things on discount, like meat on a discount, rice, and share your vegetables. You know, put in some vegetables. Just if you have, for instance, if you have leftover sweet potato or yam skins, throw that into there. That's lots of vitamins for the dog. And Shando loves yams and yam skins. He loves them. I need to go get some yams. I never had a dog, but I'd try carnivore if it wasn't too expensive. Yeah. Well, you know, some vegetables are really good for dogs, you know, for getting their vitamins and their little micros. You know, he had celery and carrot this time cooked into the meat and the rice, but mostly meat. Hi, 1515 M Dober. I never had a dog, but I'd try oh yeah, sorry, I read that. Read and answered. Dogs are awesome. I'm absolutely a fan. The awkward silence we have is okay, because a lot of times we are just chatting on the phone and are aware of each other there, but just are not saying anything. Yeah, I mean, if it's a friend like that, like my friend Adrian, who, you know, it was no issue. I didn't feel any anxiety around him, no matter what, even when I was talking on the phone with him. But in every single scenario where I've had to talk on the phone to someone, usually, I feel anxious. But just about everybody else I've ever talked on the phone with, it just gives me anxiety. I'd rather, you know, for there to be a point, a destination to our conversation, not just. It depends, though. It really depends on the person. I could talk about anything with my friend Adrian there, you know. It's crazy. That what certain people can bring out of us when we least expect it. Thank you, Yerb. Thank you for the star, man. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for the star, Yerb. I appreciate it. That's cute. It's like the Mario star. Who would you guys like better, Mario or Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong. I think I prefer Donkey Kong. I like Donkey Kong. I always like Donkey Kong. Thank you for the star, Yerb. I appreciate it, man. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts. Oh, that's a pretty one. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the golden dump. Thank you for the coin, for the gold, four-leaf clover. Thank you for the clutch. Thank you for the GG. Good game. Thank you for the GLHF. God, I feel old. Thank you for the GGEZ. Or maybe I'm just not as computer literate as I should be. Thank you for the makeup brush. Thank you for the. That's a pretty makeup brush. Someone's wearing a lot of purple. Where do I get the star? I don't know. Thank you for the F. Thank you for the 4-leaf clover. I like clovers. It's iconic. Absolutely. Ironic. Okay. What's ironic? Not damn NGA, you're so pretty. Well, thank you. Thank you, everything, Elisa. It's very sweet of you to say. Thank you. I can tell that you're really pretty, too, by your avatar photo. It's hard to see, though. It's very small. But I can tell you're very pretty. I'm super proud of you being clean for all them years. Well, thank you. It's been, actually 3 years and 4 months now, so I am proud of myself. It took a lot of work, and it was worth it. because in the end, I know it's gonna kill me, and it's now or never. It literally becomes now or never, or it's gonna be, it's this much pain and misery, okay? Beginning with the withdrawal, which extends, like, lasts a week, the peak being day 2 and 3, and then you're dealing with all the boredom and the depression and the cravings which ensue throughout, like, months. Like, it lasts months. After 6 months, it just gets so much better. And you realize that you can do this, and that you feel stronger, and that you've achieved something that a lot of people just can't, unfortunately. You can be an inspiration for other people who doubt themselves and think that they can't get clean. But it's that year of, I mean, not even a year, but like, just if we're just considering the physical pain, which lasts, about a week, because you're still like weak as a kitten by the end of that week, and all the boredom. Okay, we're just gonna say all that. Let's just say all that last 6 months, just the depression part of it and all that. But it's that, even if it's just a year or two, versus the rest of your fucking life. So, I mean, a lot of medications and substances hurt when you try to get off of them. But you have to do whatever it takes to be free, so that you can open more doors into a better life for yourself. That makes it absolutely worth it. I have my dog, I have my family, I have friends, I have my painting. I haven't lost all the nerve function in my hands, so I can paint. And that used to be one of my deepest nightmares, losing the ability to use my right hand so I can paint, so I can do what I love, so I can play video games. I love video games. Oh, okay, yep. I wish we could play them now, but my fucking hard drive isn't really booting. Yes, that's another thought I had. Absolutely, Naughty Potato. Your future self thanks you. Absolutely. I'd think about my future self being very grateful that I made this decision. Absolutely. That's where it's at. And a lot of people these days, they expect instant gratification. They expect instantaneous results. It's hard to think, to have much foresight these days, because everything is just immediate. Everybody just gets what they want right here, right now. And AI is making that way worse. We need to learn to smell the roses and know that naturally, just this sort of thing takes time. It takes time to live with yourself, live with your feelings. Yeah. There's a game for Atari called Asteroids, and you just move back and forth, blasting asteroids into a spaceship. They should make a new one. It'd be a boring game, but it'd be cool to see. Yeah, I've never played that. I've played Star Fox, though. That's a good game. Long back for a Nintendo 64, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a good game. Star Fox. I miss it. I'm gonna see if I can download that on Steam when I'm able to do that. Oh, dear Lord. I should have been tried doing this when my brother got home, because I want to play video games. I'm worried I'm gonna fuck it up. That wouldn't be good, man. That thing cost me $360 on sale. It was originally $600 and $640 for that hard drive originally, if I didn't get it on sale. So yeah, it better work. I played Star Fox in the shop when they had it out for testing. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Time to collect quarters and go to the arcade. Even back then, when video games first came out, just observing along with everybody else the advancement to PlayStation 2 and then PlayStation 3 and then all the graphics improving, and I'm thinking, wow, dude, imagine if video games are advancing this quickly, this quickly, imagine what they're gonna be like in 20 years. And here we are with virtual reality, and man, I can't wait till I'm able to afford a virtual reality set. Wait for it to get a little bit cheaper, because that's the thing with a lot of these things, these game systems and stuff. They do go down in price significantly. All except PlayStation 5. That's the only one out of all the PlayStations that has gone up in price, even though people don't like it very much in terms of the model, I guess. A lot of people don't like that system compared to the other ones. Don't really need it. I've got MetaQuest 3. You know, I don't even know what that is. Can I do a Sarah Connor impersonation? Well, I haven't watched The Terminator in so many years. I'll have to watch that movie again. I didn't even know that James Cameron directed it, because it's been... I mean, I haven't seen that movie since I was probably 12. So yeah. I'll see if I can find that movie for free to watch. That's a good one. But yeah, a lot of people tell me I look like her, Sarah Connor. I take it as a compliment. I think she's really cool looking. Yeah. GTA on PS5 is so fun. It's a virtual reality headset. How old am I? I'm 35. 35. I was born in 91. Okay. Yeah, I'll that's definitely on my wish list. That's definitely in the books, you know. I'm gonna reward myself with that when I've actually been really successful in something, you know. If I've done something where I feel really, really good about myself, I'll get myself a VR headset. Granted, and it has to be financially related, because I have to be able to afford it. If I'm able to, you know, save my money, and that, I think that's good, you know. If I'm able to be do more and be more successful with my YouTube channel here and selling paintings and all that, then yeah, then I'll reward myself. But it has to be like, I have to budget. I have to make it maybe like at least 20% will go to, of what I've made will go to virtual reality headset. Maybe by then it'll be on sale. We'll see. Hopefully. PC gaming is the cheapest option right now. I had a bunch of consoles when I grew up, though. Yeah, I just use my gaming laptop, and I use a Nintendo Switch, which I'll probably be playing my Nintendo Switch since I can't use this right now. Sucks. Donation to your VR headset. Well, thank you very much, Naughty Potato. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, I hope you're doing good. Thank you. You look like Francois Hardy. I love Francois Hardy. My friend Adrian really liked her too. I used to listen to her a lot when I was in college. I take that as a huge compliment. I remember back then thinking I wish I looked like her. You know? She's just so pretty. Thank you. The 60s pop folk singer, yeah, I love her. Except I can't speak French, so I wouldn't be able to sing a song by her, unfortunately. Dun 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 dun. I forget. It's been so long. I remember the very beginning, and then as soon as it goes into speaking French, I can't remember. Say because we are humans and not machines, you metal motherfucker. I had a Game Boy Pocket until I started playing the Xbox 360. You know, I never got an Xbox 360. In fact, I don't think I've ever played an Xbox. My brother got one. For some reason, I don't know if it's just... I haven't been diagnosed with autism, but some people think I might have some, like, high functioning. But I have this thing where... it's hard for me to divert my attention or explore into other venues if I'm comfortable. Like, say, if I'm comfortable with my PlayStation, I'm not even gonna go and explore the Xbox and see what that's all about. I'm just like, oh, I'm happy with my Nintendo 64, my PlayStation, and my Game Boy, what I'm used to, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just games. I mean, I knew the graphics were really cool back then. I really like race car games. I saw someone playing a race car game on an Xbox 360 when I was a kid and thinking, wow, man, those are good graphics. Yeah. Yeah, I would think that's pretty normal behavior. But there's a certain resistance to trying new things sometimes when I'm comfortable with what I have. And that, but the thing is, if I actually just try it, I'd probably have a ton of fun on it, and probably would have accumulated some memories for that console too, but I don't really have any childhood memories of, playing that one. The topic is games right now, yeah, and I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to install a hard drive on my laptop, and so I wanted to live stream my video games, playing video games on here. I have a gaming laptop, BIOS version, and I'm just, it's having trouble with the booting, with the IP address and all that jazz. One moment, let me try scanning this. Like, my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna get, we could try and mute it. Good thing I'm checking now, but I need to charge my phone here. One moment, let me get my charger. Over here. Did you enjoy your supper, Shando? You're a good boy. I got a shirt with your face and my face all over it. Okay, let me see here. Plug it up. Hey, come on, get in there, bitch. That's what she said. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I'll be right back, okay? Go use the restrooms. Excuse me, Shandos. Shando Commando. I used to call my boss's name rhymed with hand. My boss's name rhymed with hand, and I'd call him. Okay, I'll just say his name was Rand, and I'd call him Rando Commando. It was perfect. Okay, be right back.
Baby knew I'd be back. You knew that Mobber would be back for her baby. Hi. Can I have a kiss? Kiss on the jowls? Just the buttery jowls? Oh, I know. Oh, I know. You have those jowls nice and proud with the big chest.
I love my dog. Hi there. Thank you, Naughty Potato. There's one. Okay, let's see what I've missed. Have I ever seen an apparition at midnight at 12 a.m.? No, I haven't. And if I had, I'd probably think I was dreaming or hallucinating. I don't know. It depends, though. You'd think you'd know if you were actually with it and if you were seeing something like an apparition. But when I was younger, I'll just say, when I was and I may have been dreaming, but as a kid I thought I saw Our Lady. I thought I saw Mary. And I was probably like 3 or 4 years old. I was so young that I was sleeping in my grandma's bed with her and my grandpa right between them. I was that young. And I had never done that at any other point in time. It was one time that I remember ever doing that. So I was either 2 or 3 years old. I definitely wasn't over 4. Okay? And I thought I saw a glowing silhouette, bright like turquoise blue, just glowing in the distance, up above, in the dark, in that very room though. So I don't know what that was, whether it was a hallucination, a dream, or real. I don't know. And when I was around the same age, I was walking down the hallway of this house. So I was probably around 4 or 5 then, because we moved into this house when I was 4, 3 or 4. And I thought that I saw a swarm of glowing blue butterflies all around me, or moths, I don't know, but fluttering all around me. Just blue butterflies. I could have just been hallucinating, dude. I could have been dreaming. Who knows? But I'll never forget it, which is weird. I mean, I've had weird dreams as a kid, and I was always able to distinguish them as dreams. Like when I was, I don't know how old I was, but it's one of my earliest dreams of climbing the one of the trees in our backyard and talking to a chickadee. Blue butterflies, that's right. How old am I now? I'm 35. 35. Dreaming in the daytime is an unhealthy point. I don't know. I think it depends. These all happened at nighttime. All this stuff happened in the middle of the night. And I'm saying that one incident happened at my grandma's house, in their bed, sleeping in between them, where I thought I saw Our Lady's silhouette glowing blue. And then the other time was here. I forget how old I was, but I was around that age, seeing a swarm of blue butterflies. I don't know. Fuck. I guess if you were to ask me whether I thought it was an actual apparition, real or not, I mean, I would say, like, I have high doubts that it was, anything other than a dream. It was probably a dream. It was probably a dream. I don't know. Didn't feel like a dream, though. Did not feel like a dream. Especially, considering the location, felt like I was with it. But, I don't know. Yeah, I was a scaredy cat, too. People told me I was really, really afraid of heights. And it's funny, though, because when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I'd get on every single ride at the theme park. I was just like, let's get on the roller coaster, let's get on the octopus ride. And I made my grandma get on with me. And, like, she was she was such a sweetheart, like in her 70s or so, and when I wanted to get on and I wanted her to go with me, she'd get on with me and she'd be on, we'd go again and again and again just because I wanted to do it. As a little kid, I didn't know, like, how that would make my old grandma feel. I thought she felt just as good as I did, I guess. But that was fun. But yeah, I was told that when I was a newborn baby, just walking down the stairs, I'd have this utter look of horror that, I mean, my mom had 9 kids, and she said that she never had that issue with any of her other kids, where she's walking me down the stairs, and I had this utter look of horror. And as newborn, just like, I'd like do that as a newborn going downstairs. And also on swing sets, I'd have that reaction, which is interesting because, again, when I was a kid, I'd climb trees. I'd climb all the way to the top. We would go to the theme park, and I would want to go on the scariest rides. This is funny how that works. And I wasn't really even afraid of heights, growing, when I was a kid. My sister was, but I'd be the one kind of teasing her when it, like, say if we were in an elevator, and where the walls were transparent, you could see all the way down. I'd be like, come on, sister, let's let's look down. And she's just like, no. Yeah. Guys, you are addicted to video games, but I don't. Addict. Okay. It's not the type of addiction, unless, man, I mean, I know some people can really overdo it, but I'm not addicted to video games to the point where I have a piss jar next to me and I don't eat or drink enough water, or, I know there's a case of one dude who was addicted to that extent, and it ended him. He died. But yeah, I mean, I can, if someone needs me to get up and help them with something, I can save my game and go help them. I'm not like, no, my game's got to be first. I have a tier list of priorities from day to day, and if I don't complete those priorities, then I feel like I don't deserve to play games. But that's one of the things that I deserve. It's one of the things that I enjoy doing. And it's definitely helped me with my addiction. It's a good distraction. It puts me into another world. I don't know why some guys have to, I'm not even a feminist, guys, but I don't understand why some guys have to gatekeep playing video games and act like women can't play. That's stupid. When I was younger as a kid, we grew up with them too. I grew up with video games. I enjoy video games. It's just weird how some people act like women shouldn't, not only that we can't play, but that we shouldn't be able to play. It's just, that's so fucking stupid. Now, I don't like, and I know, like, HR, like, human resources, like, is kind of dominated by women. There's a lot of bad things about that and all the woke bullshit, and that is beginning to infiltrate games. And a lot of these gamers, like OG gamers, are blaming women for the fact that games are changing into something that's, like, politicized and all this other shit. But I don't claim them. I'm not one of them. And I'm not a pick-me either. I hate that term too. Just because I do what I like to do. I do what I fucking enjoy. Okay? I don't play Animal Farm, and I don't, or Animal Crossing, and I don't play The Sims, even though I've heard The Sims is good. My brother played it, but a lot of people think it's a chick game. I play shit like Xenogears, one of the best games of all time. I play Chrono Trigger, I play Skyrim, I play race car games like Need for Speed, Asphalt Legends, I play Gauntlet, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Cyberpunk 2077 are some of my favorites. Did I mention Donkey Kong and Zelda? Sonic the Hedgehog I enjoyed, not as much as the Donkey Kong and the Zelda. Final Fantasy VII, one of my absolute favorites. I like games with storytelling and good character development and good fight scenes and all that. It's just, if Siphon Filter was one of my favorites, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. I liked some shooting games too. It's like they're for everybody. Why are we gatekeeping it? Why are we acting like women can't enjoy video games? It's stupid. Absolutely cringe. It's weird to me. Fuck. It's like, why? Why do people gatekeep it? Why do people get so triggered and bent out of shape if women enjoy playing video games too? Now, I don't like the woke shit infiltrating video games, and I don't like it when, you have, people trying to fucking make it. I don't like it when they try to fuck it up. Okay? And I don't think it's just women doing that. I think it's libtard creators for the most part, just in general. They see a space which they perceive, not me, but which they perceive to be like, it's the patriarchy's, and so they try to like fuck it up when it isn't. It never was. I mean, sure, it's male dominated, but it doesn't mean that women can't enjoy video games. It's just, why? I don't get it. My brother, always encouraged me and inspired me to enjoy video games with him. Like when I was a little kid and he got his first PlayStation, he gave me that thing later on as a hand-me-down. Like he always wanted to inspire me to enjoy, and I enjoyed it, whether anyone introduced me or not. I could see what was happening. I'd go to the store with everyone else and go to GameStop and look at all the games. And I got my first Game Boy when I was 10 years old. I got a Nintendo 64 when I was around that age. So why wouldn't I enjoy it now and have the same amount of nostalgia as some guys do? I think the thing is some women, and it's different from person to person, it's not good to stereotype and put everybody into boxes, even though stereotypes make sense, but they're limiting, right? In a lot of ways. Doesn't mean they're not true, they're limiting. But I think a lot of the time women get caught up with having to, take care of their kids or whatever, and then they don't have time to just sit and enjoy video games. I think that happens a lot. But, with us millennials, most of us can't have kids, and video games are, part of our growing up. It's a nostalgic thing for all of us. Just like anything. Beanie Babies and Pokemon cards and that sort of thing. Right? I just don't get the gatekeeping. That's it. I just don't get that. And why some people get so triggered and hostile over seeing someone who just happens to have 2X chromosomes enjoying a video game. I don't like it when people are like, look at me, everyone. I'm a girl playing video games to get attention. I don't like that. There are a lot of people who kind of fuck it up and make women look bad. But that's I just want to enjoy myself. I want to, I'm good. I'm really good. And the thing is, I stopped playing video games for a long time because of college and because of just weird shit going on. Didn't have the space, didn't have the money for it. All my other consoles were back home with everybody else. But as soon as I got back into it and started playing and pulling all-nighters, I was, with Cyberpunk 2077, I was on, like, medium, just normal mode, and I'm just getting headshot. I'm really good at headshots. And, it's funny how, I admit my weaknesses. I'm not good with computers, but you know what? Neither is the majority of boomers I know. Some boomers I know can't even check their email barely. At the end of the day, games can be for everyone. Exactly. It's just stupid the way people try to gatekeep it. That's all I'm saying. Have you played anything recently? Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim. I'm trying to get a new hard drive set up so I can do OBS Studio and live stream it too. And I'm having a hard time installing this guy here. So, video user provided no input for graphics test. Request support on our website. Oh my gosh. I gotta use my phone for that part, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I tried restarting it. I tried following all the steps that were, sent to me via some, I guess, assistant bot on the Microsoft website. I gotta be careful about that though, because there can be fake website with scammers with this sort of thing. I tried restarting it, and then as soon as the Dell logo comes up, I repeatedly click F11 or whatever, just like to get to the onboard diagnostics page, I guess. And it's just, I'm just not good with computers. I'm sure that my brother would be so good at helping me with this, and it just so happens to be on a month-long vacation. He'll be back on the 30th, though. Yeah, it's either like, fuck. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, right? If I enjoy video games, I'm a fucking nerd. If I don't like video games, oh, that's just because you're a woman. It's just damned if I do, damned if I don't. I can't just be myself and enjoy what I like to enjoy. I enjoy a lot of things. I enjoy painting. I enjoy my dog. I enjoy video games, and I enjoy reading. I enjoy hiking, backpacking, being, hanging out with my friends, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy you guys. I do. Movies. It's been a long time since I've watched a movie. That's a thing. I kind of make, I let all the things I actually really enjoy doing take a back seat because I feel guilty doing them unless I've completed my chores or something. I feel guilty unless I've done what I feel obligated to do. Which in a sense just isn't healthy. I know that's not healthy. Because when I do that, sometimes I end up just feeling bad all day, and not really getting anything done. Sometimes. You sound great to me. Screw the haters. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, screw the haters. There are a lot of haters. It's par for the course, right? If I thought I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't be doing this. That's for damn sure. I'd know, whether I could handle it or not from the get-go, because I considered it. I really considered that. Like, am I gonna be able to? And it's par for the course. If someone like Asmongold can handle it, or if Blair White can handle it, or blah blah blah, people who, just because they lean conservative, they get so much hate and lies spewed about them and name calling and all this other shit. Yo, if they can handle this fucking morons, I can too. They're just, we live in a world of various personalities and colors and behaviors, and it's just, you can't please everyone. There are some people who will hate you just because you forgot to put on makeup. It is what it is. There are people, I look tired without my makeup sometimes. It's almost like, it's funny how when I apply eye makeup, I just feel way more awake. But the other day I didn't wear makeup, and some people got triggered over that. It's just fucking kind of weird. No, you can tell it's me. You can tell it's me, and it's obvious that this isn't a natural part of my face. It's pigment. It's eyeliner. And it's existed probably since the Stone Age. So, just eyeliner and that sort of stuff in general. Since the ancient Sumerians, ancient Mesopotamians. So, like, we've had makeup since before, probably since the Stone Age, actually, before the first civilization. And there's proof of that. I follow this makeup artist on YouTube. I think her name is Erin Miller. And she tries to recreate historical palettes, historical eyeshadows and lipsticks and stuff like that. And yeah, I just find her channel so interesting, so cool. They used, you know, stuff like ground up galanite and talc, and I mean, talc's still used in makeup today. A lot of these minerals, different minerals, hematite I think was one of them, even quartz. Thank you, Shadow Feather. Yeah, I like wearing eyeliner. Ancient stuff was way cooler than what we got now. I mean, it looked pretty cool, man. I mean, the if I'm even pronouncing it right, the galanite. Maybe I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's almost like this has this oily residue when you rub it, and it's dark, and it's kind of has a metallic shimmer, and they'd use that too. Thing is, a lot of these things were toxic. A lot of these minerals had toxic compounds in them. So if a woman or whoever didn't die back then because of something like lead from their makeup, they wouldn't even be able to know, because people were dying at the age of 25 and 30 all the time. So, I mean, anything could have gotten them, and they just never thought that, hey, maybe what I'm putting on my face isn't so good and is full of poison. It's crazy. I'm not an expert on it, only knew the classics, I guess Egyptian women and Queen Elizabeth's. Yeah, they had makeup too. They same type of concoction that they'd brew. We've found makeup palettes from like the Stone Age. Wish I could look this shit up right now, but I can't use my computer. Lead and mercury, yeah, mercury was one of them. Cinnabar, yeah, for that nice red color. Yeah, women would use cinnabar and put it on their face, and that's like mercury. Let me get my what's that? It was a salty dinner. It's like when I'm thirsty after a meal, like catches up to me. I don't think to drink water, and then I'm like, oh shit. I heard makeup back then was legit. It had poison too, yeah. With science, humanity came a long way, thankfully. Yeah. And I'm sure they used stuff like red flower petals for blush and stuff like that. That would have worked really good as a little or lip stain. So women were really clever when it came to that sort of thing, you know, looking good. How to make our eyes pop and our cheeks flushed. Yeah, I mean, some makeup probably does have, you know, some certain, I don't know about toxic, but unhealthy elements. Sure, I mean, I'm sure some of it does. Lipstick, wasn't lipstick, didn't that have whale blubber as a component? I mean, yeah, whale, extractions, if you will, were used for a lot of makeup back in the 1800s, and I'm not sure about now because whales are so protected. I doubt it. I doubt we put whale shit into our makeup now. It's crazy how many whales they slaughtered, harpooned back in the day, because they weren't just used for makeup. They were used for like keeping oil lanterns lit and stuff like that. Crazy shit. I think it was mercury for her back then too. I don't know. I think they'd been doing that for a long time too. Like that hundreds of years, people didn't seem to, get it. People didn't even wash their hands working in the hospital until the 1800s. And then the German man who proposed it, lost his medical license allegedly. I think it's been a long time since I've read the story, but he proposed that people sanitize their hands instead of going from baby delivery to baby delivery and without washing your fucking hands. When women were dying, as soon as they invented sanitation, suddenly, magically, people were living, like when women weren't dying from childbirth nearly as much. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy how people can just like light bulb moment. Maybe it's not good. Maybe cross-contamination's a thing. You'd think that would be common sense. But back then, shit. It's been going on for centuries before some smart dude thought, what if we wash our hands? Huh. Crazy shit. Yeah. She would definitely read the comments if they have content. I do read the comments. It's just, I'm going on a tangent, guys. And also, if I see like a lot of mean comments, I try to not indulge or I engage with that. And sometimes the thing is, this is why we need mods, why I need good mods, and I do have good mods. Hi, Lewis. It's because I'll miss out on some of the good comments when I'm trying to avoid the bad ones, I mean, I'll read some of the bad ones, but I'm just like, why would I want to entertain that? It's just a bully, right? It's just what's the point? Or someone who's just being mean, calling me names because they don't agree with me politically or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Makeup's just a way for women to simulate menstruation. That's not true. That's idiotic, my friend. We wear it because we want it, because we think it makes us look better. And I like to. It's to accentuate our natural features. It's to make my eyes pop. It's to highlight my cheekbones or whatever. I mean, some people go full-blown clown. Most women don't, though. And I know lots of women who never wear makeup. It depends. We do it for ourselves. I know this is, and I'm not a feminist in the modern sense. And I know this is really hard for some of y'all to comprehend, but we don't do it for you. We do it for ourselves. And we do it for other women. We like to make other women jealous. A lot of us. So, how like around our boyfriends, we're just like, as soon as we get comfortable together, and only an idiot would see us without makeup and think, oh, I thought that's how you look. I thought that was your real eyes. And it's like, no, sorry, dude. Like, women don't naturally have ostrich eyelashes. Sorry. Or camel eyelashes. Sorry about that, bro. It's just fucking people are lacking common sense these days. We do it for ourselves. Do it for ourselves. And it's funny because men do the same thing. How men want to get really ripped? They want to be like shredded. Women don't really care about that. And that might be a relief to some of you guys, knowing that you can have a dad bod and still be attractive to most women. It's guys wanting to outcompete and impress other guys. Now a term called like mogging, I guess. Guys mogging each other. That's kind of like, it's the same thing with women wanting to make each other, kind of jealous of each other with, new hair or like, a new purse, whatever, and it's not cut, it's not like black and white like that, and I don't care for doing that sort of thing, but and I know other women wouldn't care about doing that sort of thing, but yeah, when it comes to, we like to impress each other, and I get that, you know. I get that. Men like to impress themselves too, but when it comes to impressing the opposite sex, you know, women just do this sort of thing for themselves, or, you know, or each other, and men like to get, for the most part, I feel like a lot of men think that they're gonna attract or impress a woman, or they're just suddenly gonna fall for them once they get shredded. No, sorry guys. With us, it's more about, like, for most of us, for me at least, it's more about personality. So more guys can get away with, like, being, you know, not as attractive initially. As long as you have charisma and a good personality, man, you could be 5'3" and no one would care. Seriously, think of Prince. I'm sure Michael J. Fox got a lot of girlfriends too, and he was only like 5'3". You know, we you know, men try to do the same thing, and seek validation amongst their peers, amongst themselves, in the, you know, in the bro room, the manosphere. It's more about impressing other men, I think, than it is about impressing women. Women have really nothing to do with that. Survival is a kind of competition, so naturally we get variations of style, body composition, but underneath all that is the hidden goods. Yes. Some men are self-assured, yeah, exactly, and some women are self-assured too. I'm just saying that, like, when we women, for the most part, wear makeup, it's just because we want to do it. We do it because we think it looks good, or because other women think it looks good. You know, we couldn't care less about whether men think it looks good or not, unless maybe I'm going on a date and I want to look my absolute best and look pretty and all that. But day to day, we're just doing it for ourselves. Just like I think when men go into the gym and get shredded, like, you know, it doesn't really matter to a woman, to your average woman, whether you're shredded or have a dad bod. What matters is your personality, your charisma, your competence, you know, all that, whether you can protect and provide, all that other shit. All those, you know, men are more simple than we are. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to getting all shredded with your gym bros, that's more about impressing other men, I think, than it is about impressing women. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how it looks to me. It's kind of like how we like to wear makeup and or, you know, do stuff that'll, we do things that to impress and maybe even induce envy in other women. You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you. I never cared for the mugging stuff. I know, I hate it too. It basically comes down to thinking you're just standing there thinking you're better than someone else just because of your looks or some stupid shit. Like, it's fucking clavicular. I think it's the dumbest. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's like, for instance, what if this would be a perfect example if I were to think that I'm mogging. I'm walking down the street among a bunch of strangers. Suddenly I see someone who's like 4'1" and really, let's just say they're really heavy too. You know, not kind of round. All right. And here am I'm like tall and lanky, right? I'm just like, you know, and I know I'm not bad looking. And I go and I just choose to walk right next to that person just because I think it makes me look better than them. I'm using them as a comparative reference so that people can see just how tall and how much thinner I am, how much clear my skin is, you know. I'm thinking that everyone around me is looking at us and comparing, like, how self-absorbed and self-obsessed and fucking cringe can you be? I hate the term mogging. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I think it sucks. It sucks. Like showing off, yeah, narcissistic. It's very narcissistic. It's one of the most narcissistic terms I've heard come out recently. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird, isn't it? Like, clavicular's going around town up to random strangers, not plants, not friends, no one, just strangers, fucking strangers, and he's trying to mog these strangers, and the strangers are just sort of like awkwardly like, who are you? And he's just like, I'm better than you, and walks off like he just like achieved something noteworthy. Fuck. What a weirdo, man. What a weirdo. I mean, he's just a kid, and I feel bad for him, and he just got a nose surgery, and now everyone thinks he's ugly, so he's kind of getting a taste of his own medicine. Everyone else is starting to mog him now. It's just, wow. Wow. Someone should have told that kid sooner. Personality goes a long way. Unbelievable. People legit in the mogging community seems like a bunch of narcissists, not gonna lie, legit. I've met some in my life. I know the red flags. Dear Lord. I hope, man. Dear Lord, please, please, please make my future husband not like that. Not like that. I don't want to meet anyone. I don't want anything to do with someone like that. I don't want a friend like that. You can go suck an egg for all I care, bro. Smash your face with a hammer for all I care, broski. Couldn't give a less of a flying fuck. I don't know about all this. Sounds like some social media nonsense. It is social media nonsense. Your average Joe certainly doesn't act that way. That's for sure. That's for sure. But there are a lot of young people chronically online being influenced by these dipshits. That's, you know. But yeah, it's a new kind of slang term, which means like you're basically just standing next to someone consciously aware and that you look better than them and thinking that everyone else around you notices. So like, wow, look at me, everyone. Fucking hate it. My nails are so weak and chipping. Moggers are pathetic, neurotic people, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mog behavior is repulsive. It is. Exactly. Exactly, Don Cahuti. The dark side seems to be growing amongst the youth. Oh, wow. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just seems like it's just not healthy. It's not healthy at all. What's happening to the young people? Like, how, when, you know, if I have my own kids, how the hell do I tell them you can't have a phone till you're 16? You know, there's a lot of mental health issues arising in young people because of that. Eating disorders and stuff like that. Hi.
Oh,
What you got?
Ooh, thank you.
good milk.
Yummy. Peaches.
Tastes like those peach rum candies.
Nice. I'm like thinking about saving it for tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll save it for tomorrow. These are good. These are good. Yeah. Okay, Ducky. I wonder if he'd be able to help me with my computer here. I'm kind of like, you know, there's some things he knows and some things he doesn't. I think he might be able to help me with this, maybe. But I'd have to ask later.
Google, Google, Google.
Okay, how have you been, young lady? I've been good, Lindy. How are you doing? Yep. Peach tea. No, it's an energy drink. I rarely have energy drinks. I just have my black coffee usually, but every once in a while, one of these is really nice to have, you know? I like it. and it's peaches. How could I say no? I'm gonna have that tomorrow morning. I can just get up in the morning and be like, oh, I gotta go make coffee. No, I just grab that and go glug, 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 glug. I'm awake now. AI is great for troubleshooting. By the way, Gemini is free. Okay. Well, I'll look into that. Definitely. I'm just so afraid of fucking it up, man. This a little tiny hard drive, which is originally $640. I got it for $360, but still, I mean, that's still fucking. That's all of my money. So like, it better work. It better fucking work. Sorry about my dirty mouth, but it better work. You want me to come over and relieve you? Oh, dear Lord. Is it still daylight there? The sun is going down. It is 7 o'clock, 7:20. So yeah, it's gonna be dark pretty soon. It is a laptop. It's a gaming laptop. It's the BIOS version. You know? Intel Core, NVIDIA GeForce RTX, Dell Windows. And I got the Samsung SSD 990 Pro hard drive. I've installed it correctly, but it's having a hard time connecting to the IP address, and now it's saying video user provided no input for graphics test. I have to go to the Dell.com support pre-boot analysis using the following issue details. Okay, I'll try that when I'm done with this. I'll do all that shit. But I might want to ask my brother if he knows exactly what to do, because this might be something he knows how to do. We'll see. I'm hoping. God, wouldn't it be great if things could just work smoothly? I'm just not good with computers, though. Yep, it's a laptop indeed. And you're replacing the hard drive with a new one? Yeah, I'm replacing my old hard drive with this hard drive. It's installed in there. And that's why we're having these issues now, where it's having a hard time connecting to the IP address and everything else. But everything else is working well. I did my research into like what's the best, what do I need so that I can live stream video games on my laptop? Because I figured out OBS Studio, but it was lagging like crazy, and I didn't have any memory left on my computer. That's basically it. So I thought this hard drive would definitely help. They suggested that this would be the right choice for my needs. So we'll see. Doing my best here. I mean, that's one of those things, man. You ought to be able to take it back if it's not going to work, because that's that's a lot of money. With yep, I'm doing careful research here. Gotcha. Also want to be careful. Some websites are like a decoy, fake websites that may look legitimate upon first glance, but then you realize it's run by scammers, and then they can gain access to your computer or laptop and all that, and that's never good. Better call Pierogi. Better call the scammer payback dude. I love him. That's one of my favorite channels. Love seeing scammers get bent, get their karma. I love seeing Pierogi save old people, and people like Pierogi. I follow at least 3 other channels like that. Yeah, some sites are bad. Checking the URL is helpful. Yep. Exactly. I'll put these away pretty soon too. It's my food. Okay. That's a good thing to keep in mind. In fact, I'll write it down. I didn't think of that. Check channel URL. Always check channel URL. Yeah. Yep. I'll do it in pink. Just when doing research, always check URL. I'm looking for resources. When getting help for, ooh, that's such a pretty color. It's like magenta. It's like Barbie pink. Other websites. Always check our URL. That's such a pretty color, that pink. I love it. It's just like Barbie pink. I got a bunch of, whoa, no, I got a whole collection of gel pens here. Got Chando hair. Look how many cool pins I have, man. I think I have another set of pins in there that I forgot to put away. Let's go get that though. Let's go get that. I don't want to lose my other gel pins. Or have someone else misplace them. That would suck ass. I low-key feel important now. Well, you are. No matter what happens, no matter what anyone says, be yourself and be authentic. Absolutely. Thank you, Jim. 100%. Thank you, Lucas. What state am I in? Well, I don't like to let people gauge my whereabouts. I'm being more careful about that, but I live in the Pacific Northwest. That's all you need to know, my friend. Pacific Northwest. I'll give you a hint. Hazelnuts and blueberries. Okay, careful. Hoi. Careful. We're going back. I'm just making sure I have my pins up here. Did I leave my pins in here? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I have all my pins. Why's that open? Oh, thank you. Here, I got it. Oh, stinks. I don't know what that is. Okay. I'll be right back. All right. Just gotta be careful because we have a visitor and I didn't want to intrude. Okay, I got a package still. You guys want to see the unwrapping? I just want to dox myself. Okay. Flash over there. Oh, it's Shando's new doggy bowls. That's what it is. It's your new dog bowls. I'll put these away. I'm gonna do that later. Too. All right. Well, gang, we're gonna read one Bible verse and then end the live stream because I want to be able to say goodbye to my brother and visit him a little bit before he goes. Okay. Yeah, I promised you guys I'd be here at 5:30. That's why I'm here right now. And I knew that they were busy. Somewhere else at the moment, so I thought, now's not a bad time for me to live stream at the very moment. Okay, so we'll read one Bible verse and then we'll skadoosh for now, and I'll try to figure this thing out and hopefully be able to live stream my video games because that'd be so much fun. Okay, so Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21 to 23. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will be established. What is desired in a man is loyalty, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, and he who has it rests satisfied. I need glasses, man. I mean, I'm able to read it, but I'm having to, like, kind of strain a little bit. It's not the same. Not the same. Things are just not the same. Okay, I gotta keep that safe. My glasses are all dirty. Sorry. Sorry, we'll start that one over, because it's such a good one. Getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you had a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Okay. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will be established. What is desired in a man is loyalty, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, and he who has it rests satisfied. He will not be visited by harm. Beautiful. Let's read at least 3 more, okay? 3 more. That is a beautiful song, isn't it? Alan Cumming did a very beautiful rendition of it, I thought. The guy who played the bad guy in Spy Kids. that Scottish actor. Okay, so Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. Oh, this one I love, okay? Chapter 40 of Isaiah, verse 31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. In fact, I love that one so much. I'm gonna put my bookmark right there. I like that one. One more. How about 2 more? 2 more. Matthew chapter 5, verse 11 to 12. Blessed are you when men revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For so men persecuted the prophets who were before you. How about John chapter 7, verse 15 to 16. You judge according to the flesh. I judge no one. Yet even if I do judge, my judgment is true. For it is not I alone that judge, but I and he who sent me. Beautiful. That's a great one. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for coming to my channel. Please subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And thank you, Lewis. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, David. Hi there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Naughty Potato. Thank you very much. And welcome to the channel. Thank you, DCCL. Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, DCCL. Thank you, Crazy Foot. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Christian. And anyone who I've forgotten to say farewell to, I really appreciate you. I don't want to miss my brother, so you guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later, okay?